House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
Welcome back, everybody. This is House to Home, where we tell you everything you need to know about Guam real estate. Now, one topic that we sadly have not shed a lot of light on historically is realty investment. Now, fortunately, we have Phil Law, who is an expert on this topic. Now, Phil, to date, first of all, it's good to have you back. So, Hafaday, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And to date, we've talked about renting homes, ultimately owning homes and everything like that. But most people would agree that when you have enough money and you have enough discretionary income, you want to make money work for you. And so the ultimate goal of investment is, you get some stocks, you get some mutual funds and everything like that. But in real estate investment is really the ultimate destination.
I would think so. I mean, one of the things that's attracted me from being corporate, multinational business to private investor and realtor is the ability to define my own future, really. And I think what a lot of people struggle with is how they make those transitions from renter to first home owner to investor, or even from renter and skip the first home ownership and go straight into investor stage, which is actually what I did some 20 years ago.
Yeah, I always thought you had to go from A to B to C.
No, not necessary at all. I mean, there's lots of opportunities and leverage out there where you could still remain in your rental property, which in some instances is actually too difficult to buy, and actually buy something at a lower level than where your personal, if you like, your personal comfort zone is, to then accrue some capital behind you to then move up to those next levels that you're looking for.
Now, a lot of people make the assumption that real estate investment, whether you're developing a house to be rented out to somebody else or you're just, accumulating, real estate, like you said, that's only for the people who are very, very financially secure already, people that own their own businesses, people that, high-ranking military officers, people that, have amassed great wealth and everything like that. Is that always the case?
I would suggest not really. I think that if you can afford $1,000 a month or $800 a month to pay somebody else's mortgage, I would suggest that you could take that same money and pay your own mortgage, or take that same money and putting it into a property and let somebody else pay your mortgage. I think one of the obstacles to buying, whether it be for investment or for first home ownership, is the down payment and the closing costs. It seems such a great sum of money, 20%, 15%, 10%, but there are lots of creative ways in which you can buy as well. There are lots of federally government-funded ways in which you can buy for very, very, very low down payments. But looking at it from the private perspective, there are lots of creative ways: lease to owns and options, seller financing or seller credits towards your closing costs. And all realtors should be able to source those opportunities or discuss those opportunities more with potential buyers to help create an opportunity for you, the person who wishes to make that next transition.
Yeah, and that's where you find folks come in, because you're dealing with a lexicon that the average person, that even who is like a little bit realty savvy and everything like that, probably doesn't understand, because that's a completely different arena.
It is alien to a lot of people, and even moving into that investment quadrant is alien to a lot of people. I find it very comfortable, but everybody's has their own risk tolerances. I don't bet, I don't gamble, because I have zero risk tolerance to gambling.
Yeah, very risk averse.
And then and then in terms of a paper portfolio, stocks, shares, etc., bonds, really just very traditional 401ks, pension plans for me. Again, very, very conservative in that area. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't really understand it. But real estate is an area that has consistently and constantly always delivered the goods, always appreciated in value. It's something that you can take to the bank and leverage and borrow against. It's something that you can obviously sell on and take out capital rewards. It's a lot. It's not particularly fluid, but it is money in the bank for a lot of people.
Now, what does this do for one's portfolio? Because most financial managers would say you should have a certain amount of, if you look at your portfolio in terms of a pie chart, you want to have a certain amount of cash. You want to have some investments in other things, like you said, securities and whatnot and everything like that. Yeah. But a big portion of that should be investing in real estate. And then what does it do for you in terms of like your own personal, your personal net worth?
I suppose for me, we might be venturing into areas that I'm really not qualified to make comments about. But if I talk about me personally, I could say today that I'm 80% invested in real estate,
Nice.
and I have not a lot else in terms of paper equity or pensions and things of that nature. So all of my focus now, and hence the reason why I'm now become a realtor and an investor, is really into real estate investment. And once you get that wheel turning, and it's a slow grind for a few years, once it starts turning, it actually starts to speed up as well, and the velocity of the return comes back.
All right, well, how can people contact you? Because certainly there are going to be viewers out there who have many, many questions.
Sure. Well, I work with Liz and Gina down at Remax Diamond Realty, and my number is 300-8146.
All right, Phil, well, you're welcome back anytime. We would love to talk to you some more about, real estate investment. Certainly many more topics to cover.
Thank you very much, Jason.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, and we will see you on the flip side of this break. Please stay tuned.